Hey guys, welcome back to She Became Me podcast. I'm your host, Lentina Rogers, and this is where we unlock pain, passion, and power. So, our theme for this year again is living well, and today's show is going to be about women making history. So, we have two guests for you tonight um, that are just phenomenal women. They do a lot of great things in the community. Um, they have a lot of different services they provide to like just assisting women, period. And then they're going to share some of the things about themselves, of how they develop themselves to be the women that they are. So, without further ado, let me introduce you guys to my co-host. My first co-host is Ronieka Howell.
Hey guys,
Hey, Ronieka, what's going on?
how are you?
Doing good, doing good. Next guest is Yolanda Graham. Well, co-host. Hey, Yolanda,
Hi. Hello. Good evening, everyone.
how's it going, Yolanda?
Not too bad.
Yeah, we've had some good weather, so I've been enjoying that.
Yes.
Yes, me too.
So I can't wait for spring to just ship right on into summer because that's my favorite time of the year.
Yes. Spring is here.
So, ladies, we I was just telling our viewers that we have some phenomenal women that will be sharing, a lot of things, the good things that they're doing in the community, and how they became the lady that they are. So we're gonna have them share that information with our viewers tonight. So our first guest is Vicki Peterson.
Welcome.
Hey, Vicki,
Welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me.
you are
Thank you
so
for being
welcome.
here.
Yes.
So, Vicki, we know you got a long list of things that you do. So we're gonna let you kind of run that down to our viewers.
We ain't even gonna hit it all, girl. Uh, well, actually, I am Vickie Peterson. I'm the founder and CEO of Helping Hands Senior Care. And first, I want to give God the praise because everything that I do came from Him. I'm not that smart to be this creative, so everything I do comes from the Lord, and I just being obedient. So, with that being said, I said I was, as I told you, founder and CEO of Helping Hands Senior Care and All Senior Citizens Connect. Helping Hands Senior Care is a licensed personal service agency. We're licensed through the state, and our mission is helping our seniors remain living in their own homes. So I've had that business since 2009, and what I do is I hire caregivers, and we do whatever it takes that's unskilled because home care is an unskilled business. It is not a skilled business. Whatever we need to do to help that senior remain living in their own home, be it laundry, errands, companionship, light housekeeping, like meal prep, doctor's appointments. We do those type things. Now, with All Senior Citizens Connect, which I've had it since 2011, that's where we provide resources and activities and events for our seniors. So I've been having it since 2011, but we started doing the events in 13. And we have awareness day every year. We have a masquerade ball every year. We crown a new king and queen every year. And then at Christmas, we bring in our Black Santa for them. And at those events, they're normally like between 11 and 2. We do it in the daytime so they don't have to worry about traffic coming and going, and they're in and out before dark. And we have live entertainment for them there. We have vendors. We have lunch for them. And the senior at the masquerade ball, we always give a crown to the best costume. So we do that. At the senior ball, we crown a new queen every year. And did I say we give gifts? We give our door prizes as well. And then at the Christmas one, we give our door prizes. But at the end of that one, each year we've added a TV. So we give them flat screen TV. So at the end, this past year, which we were in COVID, people that donates TV still donated them. And what we done was we selected seniors that was raising their grandchildren, and we gave those TVs to them since we were not able to have the event. So God be willing, we'll be able to have it this year. So we'll be giving away 8 32 or 40-inch flat screen TVs. So I just do what God blessed me to do. I'm also a top lady. I'm in the top lady organization, top lady of distinction, Gamma sorority, National Council of Negro Women. I just like doing things to serve others, to serve our community, not only just seniors, but our community as well. I have another organization, but I haven't been able to really get it going. So maybe after the COVID's over, and I've had it since 15, but it doesn't do as well as what I do with the seniors. And it's generation to generation, where I like putting females together from age 3 to 103. So I'll work more on that after COVID. And I may call on you ladies for your help. I just think each generation could reach a generation and can help a generation. So that's where generation to generation come from.
Yeah, that's really
I am married, been married be 27 years to Ty Peterson in August. I have 3 adult daughters, and I get a lot done. What I get done is because of him, because the middle daughter is artistic, and he spends a lot of time with her, and he does. That's how I'm able to be free to do God's will as much. He spends a lot of time doing what he needs to do to help me.
Nice.
That's great.
wow. Look, this sounds like that you are constantly busy. When do you find time to sleep, Vicki?
Girl, I've never have been a nap person. And with the business, you got to deal with your caregivers and all that. So God give me those hours at night. But I've never been a nap person. And now that we've been on COVID, after we was in COVID, maybe about 8 or 9 months, then I decided, okay, go ahead. It's okay to take a nap.
Yeah.
But so now I try to take a nap. I said, and I tell myself, rest for when the COVID's over, because you'll be extremely busy. Because I'm also the president of the Warren Township Democratic Club. So we're getting ready, just do what God leads me to do.
Yeah.
And it's all a pleasure. I really enjoy it. I think that when you enjoy what you're doing, it doesn't seem like work. Even with the TV show, the radio show, it just not like work.
Yes. I think that is wonderful, Vicki. Thank you for sharing all of that. And I remember when I first met you for the first time, and you were so passionate in describing All Seniors Connect. And it was so inspiring to me because I think, and one thing that I want our viewers to hear from you, and as we talk about, obviously we'll soon wrap up International Women's Month and discussing women making history. And I think connecting with our elders and those that are seasoned is a part of history making. Yes. And so when did that connect for you, that working with seniors was a passion for you?
Well, I was an old soul. I'm just gonna be honest. I've loved being around my grandmother's sister. And so even as I'm a licensed hairstylist, I used to have a salon, and I just navigated to seniors even then. That's why I say, and then when the hair business started changing, I would just pray and ask God what was I to do next. And I would tell my husband, I think I'm about to go get a job. He like, baby, there's no jobs out there, but And so I just kept praying to God. And then November the 6th of 2009, sitting in the family room, he dropped that in my spirit. I mean, I just always loved people, and I really especially love seniors because I know the youth is our future, but seniors paved the way for us to do what we're doing right now. And so I just felt that just because you are aging does not mean that you was not living and that you are not to be taken care of. So that's the best way I can answer that question, Yolanda. I just think that they should be honored. And it was a senior that, unbeknownst to me, it was a senior that nominated me for the Jefferson Award. So when that happened, and Amanda from Channel 6 called me, I'll never forget 4th of July. I'm sitting there eating my ribs, and she called me to tell me that I had won the Jefferson Award. And I was like, what? So when I found out that it was a senior that did it, and she asked me where did I want to receive the award, what better place was it to receive the award than at a senior living home? So that's where I was when I received the award. So I don't know. I'm just being who I am on the inside. Like I said, I've always been around seniors. I've always loved seniors. I always like watching them. I always love listening to them. They're so full of wisdom. And me being a senior myself now, that's why I really, really, really want to work hard after we come out of this situation with the COVID to pour into our younger generation because they really need all of us. So I started with 3 years old. People could not believe I started with 3 years old. I said, but I figured if a 3-year-old can work an iPad and all these computer devices, they can also learn from an old soul and then teach a senior how to do these things, because a lot of seniors are left behind right now because they never came out when I would give the technology classes with the library and I would try to get them to come out. They didn't. So I think after this, they will. More and more would come out. I would just want them to learn the basics so they can stay connected to their families. So, Yolanda, I know there was a whole lot to that answer. A whole lot.
No, that's good.
But I mean, I'm just being who God made me to be. Just living that out.
Look, that's okay, Vicki. Yolanda always asks in-depth questions that being like that. So I have a question. So it has to be difficult to keep employees with your business that you have to go into the home. So how do you do that? Like you gotta how difficult is that to maintain the staff that's going to go out and help the seniors?
Well, to be honest with you, I have to remember, number one, first call you Tina, because when I was introduced to you as Honeybee. So I'm going to call you Honeybee. Forgive me if I do.
No, you're fine.
Tina, I'm telling you, I think when God has his hand on things, it just works out. I do not, thank the Lord, have a lot of turnover. I do not. I have not lost one caregiver during the COVID because I do not, and I thank God for that, because I do not like putting a whole lot of different people in seniors' homes. Yeah. I like to treat my seniors like that's my mom, my dad, my aunt, my uncle, my dear friend. And in order to do that, I wouldn't want nobody sending several different people to my mom's home. So I guess with God's hand on it, he keeps it. I mean, I have one caregiver that has been with me since 2010.
Wow.
My caregiver, you know, you treat your people right and be who God has you be, they stick around.
Yeah.
So I just don't have a lot of turnovers. So it's not hard for me at all. Even through COVID, you know, we wore our masks. We made sure all the seniors, not only the seniors that I'm over, the ones God blessed me to have as clients, but other seniors, we went out and we fed them. We made sure they had masks and gloves and those type things. And we're still doing that. And other organizations come along and they help me and we get it done. But I have to say, I am very, very, very thankful to God that I don't have turnovers like that. I just don't.
That's great.
Vicki, the services that you provide through Helping Hands Senior Care, is this like a service that's in addition to what the family does for your clients, or do the majority of your seniors, do they just not have family, or is this or are the services just in addition to what the family is doing with the family?
I'm going to say in addition to, because some seniors, you know, the longer you live, you do start burying your children and you start burying loved ones, nieces and nephews that would help you. So a lot of my seniors, like I just lost a senior who was 103 years old. So another one's like 102 a few years ago. And it's not that they don't want to help. It's that they're busy as well. Some of them are in that sandwich generation where they have their parents and they also have teenagers that they're still dealing with and trying to raise as well, their kids. So I'm going to say we come alongside the family. I'm not going to say families don't do. Then you have some are just too busy, they feel.
Okay.
But I always feel like you're never too busy to take care of your senior, because if God grants you the privilege of aging, you're going to need someone to take care of you.
Mhm.
So we just come alongside and do
Okay.
whatever we need to do to keep them living in their own homes. I personally, like I've told you earlier, I personally feel that you do not work all your life, get your home paid for, and just because you can't move as fast as you used to, or you can no longer cook, you shouldn't, or you can't dust and clean, that it's time to now shift you on off to a nursing home. No.
Mhm.
So we come alongside and help with
Okay.
the family members.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for those are all great questions, ladies.
And so, Tina, I know we're going to bring on our other guest.
Yep.
I just had one final question for Vicki.
Mhm.
Vicki, as you have seen all of the posts and celebrations throughout this month of March, can you just complete the statement? Why are you a history maker?
Oh boy, Yolanda, I didn't see myself as a history maker. Kelly Vine from Channel 40, she called me and told me, she said, I want to, air you as a history maker. I said, Kelly, I'm not a history maker. I said, just go ahead and air the one I did last year for Barbara Boyd. She said, well, we can do that one too, but I want to, air you as a history maker. Vicki, you're a history maker. So I just don't know how I would answer that question as being a history maker. I just do what being obedient to God. So I guess being obedient to God makes me a history maker. I'll accept that.
Amen. Thank
Okay,
you.
that means that, look, we're going to accept that as your answer.
Yes,
Thank
that's
you.
right.
So,
Well, you are phenomenal.
yes.
Oh, that means so much coming from you, Yolanda,
Thanks for all
and
you
the other
do.
two ladies as well, because I know you guys work hard. Your book, She Became Me, I think is awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
I
you.
think what you're doing is awesome. And I think that I want all of you to be a guest once we get generation to generation going after the pandemic, because that's perfect. She became me. Each one of you will have something to give. And these young mothers out here now, young women, whether you're a mother or not, but especially the mothers, they need to hear you guys' story. She became me.
Yes.
So that may turn and change a lot of lives. So I really appreciate you having me. I feel so humbled and honored to spend time with you ladies. And God bless you for what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you. So,
Thank you.
we would like for you to hang around, Vicki, if you can. We're going to bring in another guest, and we're going to do a thing called She Mail.
It's
And
called
we would like you to participate with the She Mail. It'll be questions that our viewers send in, and we'll just get your opinion on some of those questions.
okay.
Okay, so our next guest is Katrina Garner.
Hi, ladies.
Hi, Trina.
Hi,
Hey,
Trina.
hey, ladies.
Well, she in yet?
Good to see you.
It's nice to see you, ladies, too. It's always nice to see you, ladies.
One of our She Became Me co-authors.
Yes.
So, Trina, let's just jump to it.
Mhm.
You are a phenomenal entrepreneur, mom, what else? Educated woman.
Yes.
Just dynamic. You're just doing so much. And we actually we interviewed your daughter on
Mhm.
one of the
Yes.
earlier shows. And so it's really good to have you with us. And so can you just start off just letting our viewers know, how are you making history as a woman?
Well, I feel like I'm just being the woman who I am, who I was brought up to be. I wear so many hats. I am a mother. I am an entrepreneur. I have a one of my businesses is decorating and coordinating events. And that's any type of events, weddings, birthday parties, anniversaries, etc. Underneath that umbrella, I also have a t-shirt printing business, which is Alllure t-shirt design. So I design t-shirts of any kind. Then I branch off into the next business will be sign print. I'm sorry. Our next business is bounce houses and concessions and grass greetings. So that is called Party Palooza. So that's any type of party supplies that you need. I also work 9 to 5. So I've been on my job for 19 years, and I'm a heavy equipment operator. So I'm in the construction world. So I also do that. Full-time mom of 2 teens and a young adult. I have a 20-year-old son who's in college, and I have a 16-year-old daughter that's soon to be 17, and then I have a 13-year-old daughter. So I try to juggle all of that. Being a mother, entrepreneur, they have their own business, so I try to help them with that, and that's the Party Palooza. That's really the kids' business, so I'm in the backgrounds trying to operate and help with that at all times. Just everyday life. I'm a student, so I am now going for my master's degree in psychology. So I will be getting my degree May the 15th. Yay, I'm excited about that. So it's official. I will graduate May the 15th. So throughout all of that, I'm honored to be a co-author in She Became Me, thanks to Miss Tina. So throughout all of that, I'm still just trying to maintain and take care of the kids and work, and it's just a lot. So I do a whole lot.
Wow. You do a lot and you do wear a lot of hats. So, how share with our viewers, how are you able to balance all of those hats, that the different hats that you wear? Like, what are some things that you do to balance, to keep balance with everything that you do?
Oh, that's hard. I just feel like I don't have balance. It's just I've been doing it for so long, not to mention all the kids playing 2 and 3 sports at a time. So just juggling all that. So going to work and coming home and taking someone to a sport and picking one up, and one of the kids has to go to sports, sometimes 2 different sports in the same day. I try to have balance, but I don't have balance. I mean, it's just, to me, I think it's like it's natural for me since I've been
Mhm.
doing it for so long.
Okay.
It just comes natural.
Do you ever get a moment where it's just like where you have a time, where you have time to do something for yourself?
Barely, but when I do, I sneak in a ride on my motorcycle. So when I get so I ride motorcycles. So when I get that 30 minutes and even an hour, if I'm just gonna go put gas in it, I that's my me time. So
Good for you.
I'll get that 30 minutes into an hour and then have to go back at it again.
Okay.
Wow, that's great. So let me ask both of you. So if you were speaking to a teen, and you both are mothers of daughters, and Ronieka and I are mothers of daughters. Tina has 3 sons. And so when you think about what I've heard so many young women say when asked, who's your role model? Who do you look up to? And when I hear the answer, no one,
Mm.
I don't have a role model. I don't, I've heard responses like, I'm just doing me. I don't look up to anyone. Um, how would you respond to that? How would you respond to that? And um, why is it important that we look up to someone, that we have someone that we admire, especially women that we admire?
You want me to go? Oh, okay.
Whoever,
So,
whichever.
if I had to answer, do you want me to answer the question as if you were asking me or speaking to a team?
However you're led to answer it, whatever feels right for you.
Um, okay, so if I was speaking to a teen, I would feel like that they should have a role model. Um, Within myself, if someone would ask me if I had a role model, I would it would be myself, I feel like. And then I have my elders. So the elder women in my life. Somebody's always watching. Somebody's
Mm,
always listening. So you are always looking and you're always listening. So I would say my elders, I would listen and look at my elders. Those are my role models. And then the mistakes that, because everybody's not right. So some of the mistakes that they have made, I'm watching, I'm looking, I'm listening. So I try to groom my daughters into the mistakes that they made, I won't make. So the mistake that I made, they won't make.
that's good. Thank you.
Role models. When I think of role models, I think of my mom, my grandmother, and my great aunt. My mother's, my grandmother's sister, my great aunt, Aunt B. I guess we all have Aunt B. I think, and I really hate that when you said Yolanda, they said they're just doing me. We're not here alone, so we shouldn't even take that. So that goes to tell you right there, they need a role model. And everyone can't say they look toward their mom, their grandmother, and their great aunt because some of them, didn't have that. So I think they need to find someone, whether it's a senior neighbor. They didn't even have to be that much senior, but seniors are the best. But just someone that may be older than you and can guide you. That's why these organizations are so important. Legit organizations are so important because so many people need someone and they don't have anyone to be a role model to them. So I think, we all should try to be role models.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good points. So, Tina, you ready?
Yeah, well, guys, I was trying to see. I've been having difficulties. Technical difficulties has just been happening to me. So, um, I hope it hasn't been too much of a burden to everyone. But I think I'm back. Do it seem like I'm in with everybody's, everything's
You
going
in.
okay? Okay.
Yes,
You're in.
we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. But I know that you guys, you two ladies are really phenomenal and great. I'm glad you was able to come and share all the great things that you're doing in the community, and just to be an example of how just being persistent and how you can just, make your dreams come true. The next part of our show is called She-Mail. And with She-Mail, just want to kind of explain if you haven't seen the show or anything. Our viewers send in questions and concerns, and I'm going to just pull them out the mailbox. And we have a mailbox, and it's called the She mailbox. And I'll put some questions out, and I'll try to get you guys' opinion. So what I'm gonna do? Hold on, let me cut my light on because it seemed like my light went out when I had these difficulties. Hold on, I'm gonna pull out a question. See if I can get this light working. And let me pull something out. Okay, you won't worry about it. I think I'll be able to see. Okay, so let me read the first question we got here, and then you guys can jump in and give an opinion. How long should it take to be comfortable and feel safe and to be yourself in a relationship? How long should it take to become comfortable and feel safe to be yourself in a relationship?
I'll go.
Okay.
I think that going into the relationship, you should already be comfortable in whose you are and who you are going into that relationship. Because if you're not comfortable in being yourself and in being who you are, then there's going to be some problems. Because it's like if you don't go into the relationship with being like who you are, like already comfortable in being who you are, then it's easy for you to be molded and shaped into becoming someone that person wants you to become.
Okay. That was good.
That was amazing. I
Yes.
I agree. I agree.
Yes.
The type of person that I am, first conversation. I mean, anybody that I meet, male or female. So when you say relationships, it can be a friendship,
That's right.
intimate relationship. So with me, I am the same all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Never a dull moment, and it's never. I mean, I'm just always the same. So whoever I meet, male or female, I'm going to be the same. I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to portray. I am who I am, and that's what it is. I'm not going to, if I eat, I'm going to eat in front of, some people go on dates and they'll be hungry. I'm eating, I'm
eating.
drinking, I'm laughing. I mean, that's just me. I am not that type of person that, I have to be myself. I can't be anyone else. I have to be myself. When I'm not myself, then that's when I'm uncomfortable. So you won't even find me in that state because I'm just who I am.
Right. Yeah.
I totally agree with both of those young ladies, and I'm the senior. But I think that you should immediately feel safe to be yourself.
That's right.
So that automatically means you're comfortable.
Yeah.
And if not, that relationship, be it friendship, or a relationship where you're dating or something, it's not for you. Everybody's not for you. And you're not for everybody.
That's right.
So if you can't be
That's right.
comfortable and feel free to be safe, feel safe to be yourself, that's not for you, and it's okay.
Yeah.
So you just move on. There no need to let nobody block space for you that's not deserving.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think safety, we all want to feel safe in relationships, period. Emotionally safe, physically safe, and safe to be authentic, and safe in knowing that the individual that we are connecting with is being authentic. I've heard, and we've all heard the statement when we hear that someone changed, they sent their representative in the beginning and now they're different, it's that, they were an imposter, all of these things. And that, that's a whole other type of situation, so I think when we lead with authenticity, that is what makes the difference in how we manage ourselves.
Yeah. That's good.
Totally agree with that too, Yolanda.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that it's kind of like a two-part question, so I'm gonna break that question down. How long? That times you can meet some like you've known them forever. So if you get that natural response, then just go ahead and roll with it. But for me, I'm more of a non-trusting person, and I believe that people need to earn my trust. So I would say the length just depends on how fast or how often you interact with the person. What that time frame is going to look like. If you seeing this person regularly every week, a couple times, then you may become comfortable sooner. Then you just run into this occasionally. So I agree definitely with what everybody else said with the being comfortable and feeling safe part. So, yeah. So hopefully that answers somebody's question and set them on the right. So I think we got time to do another one, guys.
All right.
Okay. How early is too early to talk about your deal breakers? Is too early about your deal breakers.
I'll go first on that.
Okay.
I would say, I would say it's not no early time. First day, first conversation. They need to know up front. My deal breakers is this, and this, because I feel like if you're not honest up front, it becomes a lie after a lie after a lie after a lie. Then you'll have to live a lie. Then if you get in a deep relationship, you'll have to live a lie in a relationship. Then if you get married, you'll have to live a lie in a marriage, and then your whole life becomes a lie. So I feel like up front, you need to let your spouse or your sister, your brother, whoever, once again, in a relationship, you need to let anybody, a friend, know your deal breakers. And those are, Miss Tina talk about that all the time, boundaries. So you have to set your boundaries. Deal breakers to me are like boundaries. So you have to set them off top. If you don't, then that allow people to run over you, take advantage of you, and more stuff. So I feel like you need to do that right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I agree.
I'll
Yeah.
go next. I totally agree.
That was good, Trina.
That was real good. And I
Mhm.
think being honest, just be, like she said, you be who you are. That's part of being
Yeah.
comfortable and safe in yourself. You have to let them know because, as Yolanda said, the representative is going to show up, but the representative can only stay for so long. So I don't have time to pretend to be somebody that I'm not because I'm not being paid to be an actress.
Come on. Come on.
Say
Come
that
on.
again.
Say it again.
That was a good one.
I just have to be who I am, who God created me to be. And like I said earlier, if that's not for you, that's not for you. That's okay. I'm
Mhm.
not even mad. I'm just, you just have to be who you are. If I'm a talker, I'm a talker. If I'm a hugger, I'm a hugger. If I'm a lover, I'm a lover. But you just be who you are. And you don't let nobody change who you are. So once you lay them deal breakers out, we can do that right as we sit across from each other at St. Elmo on that first day. So if he does not like that, then he don't have to call me again, and I want him to give me his. Because if I don't like his, I don't have to be bothered with you again.
That's right.
You have to
Yeah.
you put that stuff up front. You
That's
don't
right.
go along with somebody's program and you're not even being who you really are because you're trying to please somebody and you're not letting them know what really I don't like
Right.
that. I don't like cheating. I don't like lying. I don't like you saying that you're gonna be here at 7 and then I don't see you till 9:30 because now the house has been closed. So you have to put those deal breakers on the table early in the game.
You do.
That's just
Yeah, I agree. I say my whole thing about deal breakers, um, don't put them out there if you're not going to really stick to it. If
Yeah.
you say something's a deal
That's
breaker,
good.
and then this is in friendship, in romantic relationships, if you put it out there and then when it happens, you don't follow through, then don't say it.
That's
Don't
good.
You
say
change
it.
your deal breaker.
Yeah, I don't really, and I don't know if that's good or bad of a trait of mine because I do have deal breakers of all, in for all relationships. I have a compass by which I measure relationships. It's the truth. And if I say something is a deal breaker, it really is a deal breaker. Like I'm done. And I don't go back on it. And I can stand on that. I do not waver. And so that's why I don't, I always say be careful. Because if you're really not ready for that to be a true deal breaker, don't say it because then I believe you lose credibility and respect in
That's
relationships
right.
when you do that.
That's
If you
good.
don't stand on them.
That's true, Yolanda. That's even with raising kids. If you tell them don't do this or I'm gonna do that, and then you don't do it, they don't care
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, Miss Vicki, you're right. I always tell my kids, your word is your bond. So if you tell me
Yes.
you're gonna be there at 5, and if you want to be there at 4:45 like me, that's good. But if you're gonna be there at 5 and you be there at 5:20, I tell my kids that all the time. Your word is your bond. So once you break that, I mean, the trust is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great questions.
Mm-hmm.
So, ladies, you have
Okay,
truly
guys,
been
if you have time for
amazing.
one,
Oh, we're gonna do another.
if y'all think we got time, maybe we could do one more.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Do you think texting the opposite sex is a form of cheating? Do you think texting the opposite sex is a form of cheating?
It depends on who that opposite sex is. I mean, it depends on the relationship you have with the opposite sex. So it could be, yes, most definitely could be a form of cheating all day long. It can. That's how to me I think sometimes, well, the new day and age, because we have not always had text messaging. So I feel like that's a new form of cheating. And that's a new way of starting cheating, because it's that small worded conversation that starts off, hey, how you doing? How was your day? Those quick text messages, and a line of communication is a way of cheating. So I feel like that once you start communicating often through text messaging, then people can start growing feelings and different stuff like that. So that most definitely can be a form of cheating. That's just my opinion, but I think it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would also say it just depends on the situation. If the person is single, of course, it could be, um, or it could be work related, or it could be on a personal level. But if you're married, you definitely have to be careful, because, like Katrina just said, especially if there is a missing element with communication or whatever it is that you're lacking or needing from a spouse, you could easily slip into that little dark hole of whatever that person may be sending through the text messages. So you just have to be careful with that.
Do you think texting the opposite sex is a form of cheating? I'm assuming we're talking about relationships, and I'm going to say yes, it is. I think whoever sent the text, the message to you, the mail, no, it is. They just need some confirmation. But yes, it is. You have to be
Yeah.
careful what you're writing. You have to be careful what you leaving on voicemails. You just like now everybody's texting everything. You have to be careful with those things. And you know within your heart when somebody texts you and you text them back what that is building up to.
That's right.
So I would
I agree.
definitely agree with yes, it is a form of cheating. It's the beginning stage. It's just like when we used to use the phones all the time, and they would just call you, say, "Oh, I didn't want nothing. I'm just calling you to see how you were doing." Why? Why are you calling me to see how I'm doing? So each conversation would just progress, and that's what's going to happen with those texting. The only difference is it's in writing.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to try to deny. Well, I was only no. So my answer to that would be yes.
Yeah, I think it comes down to intention. What is the intention, and I don't think that I think we know the difference. I think we know the difference, what's appropriate and what isn't. Um, and so if I were to send that question, then I would assume that there's been question about it. So if it's something that you have to question, then yes, something's probably inappropriate about it. Some things are more blatant than others. So
Yeah.
some things start with the text. Small talk turns into more and more and more and more.
Yeah,
Then you find yourself looking forward to the text.
exactly.
Right.
Good morning. How's your day?
Good night.
Hey,
Good night.
What you doing?
Are you hungry?
You look pretty today.
and then here you probably got a boyfriend or a fiance or husband, and
A
even
husband.
say I look good. Dude, I
All
like
it
that
takes.
outfit. And then this person take, oh, don't you look good today?
Yes.
And you at the phone,
Yes.
oh, no.
That's all it takes.
It's
That's all it takes.
Yeah,
that
Yes.
that's
little
it.
small window of weakness.
Yep.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
this has
definitely.
been great.
Yes.
I know it has.
It really has. I have really enjoyed you ladies, and I was so nervous about doing this.
Yes, it's been a pleasure having you ladies on. I just wanted to say that if any of our guests are interested in having, sending in questions that you want to hear our insight on, be sure to send those questions to shebecameme2020@gmail.com. And then make sure that you, just to stay connected, that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. So that you could get caught up on all of our past episodes and just stay in the know of She Became Me. So
Yes, excellent. And sponsorship opportunities. And for those of you that may be joining us for the first time, we air once a month now. And so if you're interested in sponsorship opportunities, you may email that same address, shebecameme2020@gmail.com, if you want your business logo featured during our show. We would love to hear from you. We want to also thank our sponsor, Denola Burton of Enhanced DNA Publishing. She has been our sole sponsor for the She Became Me podcast, and we are so thankful for her continued support.
yes.
Please check out enhancedDNApublishing.com.
She is awesome. She is really awesome.
Yes, she is. I love Miss Denola.
I had the privilege of
She is awesome.
interviewing her. I want to say twice, maybe on the radio. Yeah, I think maybe twice, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, and she's a jewel. From the very first time I met her, she's a great lady.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
I do have a
ladies.
question, but I guess I'll try to remember to email it in.
Okay.
I'll try to remember to do that because I guess you can edit it out though. But I would like to put the question in: how long do you think you should stay engaged?
Mm,
Oh,
Oh, that's a good one.
that's a real good one.
You ladies, fun.
that's one of those stumping type questions.
Yeah.
I think every scenario is different, and I don't believe in people getting married before it's time, and so, but that means they put in the work to prepare for marriage.
Yeah.
And so, but I also don't think it takes 10 years to know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be able to say a time, but I would, if you're working toward marriage and that's been communicated between two individuals, that means put in the work and go ahead and get it done.
Right.
Yes, because while you waiting on that time, those could be anniversaries. Those
Yes.
All right.
Anniversaries. You amen to that. Amen to that. And you don't ever want to just have a an extended stay. What do you want to call it? Where it's just like, oh, we've been dating for 10 years. And then in that 11th year, you know what? I don't really think this is going to be good for us. So you just wasted all of this time. So I say, if you know, go ahead and get it done. And like Miss Vickie said, those can be celebrations like anniversaries being celebrated and making memories. Miss Tina?
Okay, that was great, ladies. I have really enjoyed the conversations. Thanks, Vicki. Thanks, Katrina, for coming and hanging out with us and giving us your opinions, your views, and just being a woman. You know, women making history. So this is the time that we will part with our viewers, and we would like to say until next time, we'll see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a
Bye.
good one.